Yeah, it's not every day that I'm sitting in the middle of a field, just all by myself. But it is pretty here, right? Very green, quiet. I should do some drone shots here. I'll show you some drone shots later. So why am I sitting here in this field all by myself? Maybe I'm having some sort of a personal crisis. I don't know. The thing is, if you're a car enthusiast and you look at a lot of car related channels on YouTube, as I do, then at a certain point you're gonna notice some things. And those things are that the big car channels, for example, Salamandrian, Supercars of London, Seb Delaney, who I've met a few days ago, he was here in Utrecht, and we did a little meet. That was a really cool dude to meet, a very friendly, nice guy. But all these guys, they have these car channels, and all you see are like these really expensive supercars, like these really flashy, beautiful cars that are like 100,000 euros, 200,000 euros, 500,000 euros, dollars, whatever, like really freaking expensive. And then here I am, Mr. Small Time. And yes, I know, I'm driving a Lexus right now, and that is not a bad thing. So I'm doing fine. I shouldn't complain. But the thing is, after a while, everything just needs to get bigger and faster and better and newer and more expensive and more toys and more gimmicks and whatever. Honestly, after a while, you start to feel that pressure. Like, why are they driving these fancy, expensive cars and why can't I? I mean, I should be able to do that, right? I mean, I should be able to make more money or do something special to get, like, I don't know, whatever. Ever since we bought that little Kia Pride, that beater of ours, I don't know, it just opened some sort of I don't really know how to put it. Like a realization, whatever you want to call it. I just started to realize, like, hey, you can be happy and satisfied with small things, such as a crappy old beater car. Fuck, man, there's a lot of bugs here. Like all the time I'm like hearing crazy bugs. Obviously, I'm not gonna lie, if I had a ton of money, I would still probably buy a very fancy car. I wouldn't buy like a supercar, because I don't know, it doesn't seem very practical, but that's not my point. My point is, and I'm hoping that if you're watching this and maybe you can relate to what I'm saying. If you see like these people on YouTube or on television or wherever who like really made it and are like rich and are like flaunting their big Ferraris and their Porsches and whatever, honestly, you shouldn't really worry about it. If you're driving a $500 car and you like that car, peace be with you, my friend. Be happy with what you have, and you know, just learn to appreciate the little things and we shouldn't be so materialistic. And I'm talking to myself here, by the way. This is like sort of a diary kind of thing, because I'm be happy with what you have. And if that's not a big car or not a fancy toy or not a fancy big house, so be it. And if you really, really, really do want that, then I guess you should try everything you got, give it everything you got, and try to make that. But for me, I know that I'm probably never going to get rich. I mean, of course, it may happen, but I'm just not going to assume that I'm ever going to get really rich. And just keep pushing forward and be positive about my life and not just focus on things that I don't have. Focus on things that I do have. By the way, for the record, I am not saying that those guys like Salamandrian or any other big YouTuber or rich guy that I'm seeing on TV or YouTube, I'm not saying that those people are not appreciative of what they have. They are. I mean, that's also something that they say in their videos. So I know the same thing goes for them as well. I mean, they're not snobs or anything. I'm not saying that they are snobs. I'm just saying that if you're gonna measure your happiness to that level, then you're not gonna be happy, and that's just a shame. I mean, that is just a pity, because if you're not happy because other people have more money than you, then yeah, bummer, dude. That's just the way it is. But just don't be sort of jealous or upset about that. And I have been. Again, I am talking about my own situation here, because I have been in that situation the last few maybe weeks, months, where I've had these thoughts in my head like, God damn it, why can't I buy a freaking Ferrari? You know, why can't I be as rich as these guys? I want that life. I want it too. I've been thinking like that, and you know, from now on, that's gonna end. That's gonna stop. I'm pretty happy with what I have, and things could be a lot worse. I'm sitting here in the middle of a field talking to a camera with nobody around me. And if somebody would see this, like this guy is sitting in a field, like in the middle of a field, talking to a camera, that's gonna look pretty damn stupid. But hey, I don't care. I'm gonna conclude the video, guys. I hope you like the drone shots as well, by the way. I just edit them in because otherwise you'll be looking at my stupid face all the time. Sorry if this video was a little bit vague, but I hope you get the message. Peace, guys.